I would refer to myself as a digital native because since I've grown up, it has always been around me. I've always been reliant on technology such as laptops and computers and my mobile phone. Websites such as Facebook and Bebo have all been introduced during my generation, and I am a user of them myself.
Holding your breath, watching me.
Question anyone who says the digital shift hasn't changed them in any form, whether you were born in it or whether you grew up around it. It's changed everyone in terms of what they can do. I ask anyone, are you on Facebook? If you're not, then basically that's a choice you've made, but that means that you've actually looked at that and it's made you make that choice, which in terms of digital world, that's always going to happen, sort of thing. So it's going to change you no matter what. How it changes you, that's the key to it.
I think the world has never been more connected than it is at the moment, and I think every person, who has access to the internet especially, is connected to kind of the paradigm as it is at the moment. I think it's incredibly useful because you can use the internet for literally anything. If you need to look up a recipe to cook, if you need to, look up some research for your work, or if you just want to watch your family doing something, they can put up a video for you to watch whenever. So I think it's very useful. I think my parents had it a bit better in terms of they would arrange something. They'd arrange to go, to the park on a Saturday morning and play football or whatever. And nowadays, you don't. You just kind of call someone up and say, hey, you're free and whatever. And, people don't make plans and they don't stick to their plans anymore. And I think maybe people don't have enough pressure on them to stick to what they say.
I'd say I'm really emotionally attached to my gadgets. Recently when I moved and I didn't have internet for 2 weeks, I just had no idea what to do. And same thing happened when my Xbox broke as well. I feel like I kind of need them more than I realize, because throughout the day I just use them and kind of take them for granted. But when they're gone, it's kind of boring. Probably from the fact that it surrounds my everyday life so much, and I guess when it's gone it changes.
How can anything that you do with a computer pull that down in terms of the creativity? Like especially collage work helps in that terms. You go onto the internet, you look at different pictures, you get ideas from those pictures, and okay, you take things from those pictures but manipulate them and work them around and create new things from that. You're pulling from different areas to create something new. That's what everyone does, that's what songwriters do.
I feel a bit like a node. I feel connected to this big kind of world that everybody else is connected to now with the internet, but I don't feel like that makes me any less important. I feel that being a node to something bigger than you makes you more important, because you can connect directly to it and maybe have more of an influence over it, rather than being your own separate little thing.
It's a miracle, and I think when you can put a pair of headphones on and hear that, in a 1968 way from the technology of a cassette, which is also analog, but hear that sound inside your head, it's amazing. And I can remember when I first put on a Sony Walkman which was a professional sounding Walkman, and listened to one cassette of Verdi's Requiem. I remember what the music was, and I walked upstairs at Newport School of Art with this cassette player which I'd got to record how to use a typesetting system. So you had an audio tape that you could, which we designed, so that you could use the machine. It was a bit of costume jewelry, it was rubbish, really. It was just like, it was so cool to have this thing that said, now press, da, 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 da. But I put a piece of music in it, and it just absolutely blew me away. I couldn't understand how your head felt so big. So it's a mirror contrast. And I think when you can put a headphone, a pair of headphones.
Question anyone who says the digital shift hasn't.
I feel like I'm